we're in London and we're looking at demonstrations locations. We're meeting with the police. So obviously I've been away. We tried to get places agreed with the councils or the Greater London authorities who you have to go through. So the police are meeting us here. Stage, PA, screen guys are meeting us here. We want to make sure that there's a safe, brilliant, beautiful atmosphere going on September 13th, which is going to be a celebration of free speech. It's going to be one of the biggest free speech events Europe has ever seen. And it's happening in London and we're putting it on. So there's a lot of pressure actually, because it's going to cost a fortune, but there's a lot of pressure and a lot of organisation that has to happen. So our last 3 events has been a total change. 12 months ago, the Metropolitan Police seemed at war with the British public. Any patriotic groups, anything like that, there were clashes all the time. We totally changed that in a working relationship with them, and there's been zero trouble at the last 3 of our events. So things are looking good. We have a good relationship with them. We know how we work with them. We make sure that we police ourselves. We make sure there's no face coverings. We make sure that the atmosphere and the mood of the public that we bring, so everyone understands what we're trying to do. So we're meeting here to look at where the best location is and to make sure that there's speakers and screens that no matter how many people turn up, people can see. So that's what we're doing. Guest speakers, we've got political figures, politicians coming from Denmark, coming from Germany, coming from Poland, possibly France, possibly Hungary, possibly lots of places. We've got citizen journalists coming from all over the world, Australia, Canada, America. Yeah, Steve Bannon. We've got MAGA, so it's Unite the Kingdom, which is us, yeah? UTK, Unite the Kingdom. Bringing all of Britain together, stronger together, one of the policies, and combining with the MAGA movement, because I think there's a ripple going across the world and it's coming out of Donald Trump. And that ripple is for free speech. And they can see in the world is looking at the erosion and the attack and the submission of free speech in Great Britain and in Europe. So we're going to celebrate it, put everyone together, and a show of defiance against the establishment, against the media as well, because the media don't defend it, they attack it. They attack us. The journalists, the people who should be laying their lives on the line for freedom of the press and freedom of assembly and freedom of speech, they don't even care about those values. They don't care about it. They're only for them. It's like, yeah, it's for us, it's not for you lot. Okay? We, as in the controlled government, globalist media, we have free speech, and you lot, we want to end. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So we want, look at that, right? You forget how beautiful London is. You forget how beautiful it is, but we want it to be iconic. So symbolism, the world's going to watch. It's great to say it. On September the 13th, if you rewind 24 months, there wasn't a resistance like this. Now there's a resistance, there's a movement of ordinary people who are willing to stand together and unite. So the entire world is going to be watching. Everyone who loves about free speech is going to be watching what's happening in this square on September 13th. It's mental, isn't it? It's important for people to come to show the world as well, and to understand. People come here, you think you're alone. You think you're the only person that cares. You think you're the only person that's against mass immigration, that's against sexualisation of children. They make you feel like you're a fringe voice, and they make you feel alone. You come to one of these events with hundreds of thousands, upwards of 500,000 probably coming. Yeah? You come to one of these and realise you're not alone. They've made you feel like that. You are the mainstream, you are the majority. Our views are mainstream. But they wish to suppress them and make you feel alone and make you feel like you can't express them. So we're gonna, look, this is where it's gonna be. I hope we can stick the screen here. I hope that we can put it here. Here, facing that way, shut all the roads. Last time they didn't shut this road, but they're gonna have to shut the road for the amount of people that come in. And we need to look up locations. So we might have to have a screen facing that way. Look at other solutions, which is what we're gonna do here today with the police. Just met the police, met the stage guy, met the screens guy. We're gonna have 3, maybe 4 huge screens, okay? The biggest screens you can get in the country. We're gonna have the loudest sound system. We're gonna make sure you can all see and hear, okay? It's gonna be safe. We're gonna have a beautiful march in central London. So they're coming back to us next week. Can't tell you all the final plans. So this is negotiations that continue happening with the police in the work towards all of these. As I said, we've formed a good relationship with them. It's gonna be a good event. Make your plans. If you can, to put on an event like this. We're literally putting on a festival in central London with guest speakers coming from most European countries, Australia, Canada, America. We need it to be safe, we need security, we need stewards. And as I said, we've got the biggest screen in this country coming, loudest PA systems, and definitely 3, possibly 4 screens. We're shutting down entire roads. It costs money. If you can support us, help us put on a fabulous day, help us build the movement, help us We want to start where we left off. They put me in prison. They put me in prison and we were building a cultural movement, and it was growing and growing and growing. And wait until you see what we pull off on the 13th of September. Make sure you're there. It's not going to be anything you want to miss. If you can support us, we're incredibly grateful. If you can't make it and you just want to support free speech, then you can sit at home, watch the event we put on, and know that you played your part. So if you can support us, please do in the link. We really appreciate it, okay? Come on!